It's week 4 of the 2025 season, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. Who knows what we're in store for here? Next on Madden Football.
Well, the skies certainly aren't cooperating, Brock, but for a lot of those guys on the fields, this is perfect football weather as we welcome you to another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard, and we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place, they always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix it.
Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off on the NFL on EA Sports. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it's picked up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
You really do love these moments as a quarterback, bouncing on that field, energized by what your defense just did, giving you a gift at the turnover and some really optimal field position. Wouldn't it be rude, Kate, of them not to accept that gift and put an early lead up to really crush their opponent's spirit?
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
At the 8-yard line.
They give it to him again, and he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Held to no gain on the run, and that brings up 4th and goal.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion, and now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Prater puts it through, and that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home teams and their running back about to get back to work. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They got 24 yards on the play, and it'll give him a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on 1st down. That one's caught along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Receiver in motion, going left. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They're running again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Play action on 1st down. And a man is there to knock that away.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And this one doesn't go far. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. He's going to throw this one. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be their football coming up. They send the tight end in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. Taken in by Harrison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Big gain downfield. There he goes on the right side. And that is a touchdown. These guys have taken the 1st quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Back to the well again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down, ball at the 36. He'll look to throw. And that falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. He's up, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Motion man sent left. From the 18 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27. They get an even 10 on that play. And they're going to have a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Throwing out to the left, Cup! And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a toss headed right. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. They're down 10 as they take over. We've got a 13-3 ball game. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll give him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they'll have first down. He'll throw it yet again. Got his target, it's Baker. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 24. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Finds the in route, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Escapes the puck, and they take this in for the score. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And these guys cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts at the 9. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Brushes him off with ease. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 39. And that'll be a 1st down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing from the gun here. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They are throwing it again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Give him the 1st half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Receiver hauls it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. From the 32. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Gotta figure out this third down here. They send a receiver in motion right. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Punting unit out now. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. New set of downs for him at the 38. He's back to throw. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Only a 6-point difference between these clubs. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home team who are out in front. Genjon Barner, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead in that one as that game's gone to halftime. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Slot man in motion right. They'll run here on first down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll throw on first. This one taken in by Baker.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From midfield on second down. He's got it over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll come up first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. Dumped off to his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll come up first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. This time it's a passing play. Buys time, rolling, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Pass play coming here. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. On 1st down, they'll run. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 27-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Gets this one to Harrison.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Motioning him from the slot right. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30, and that gives them the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. Hits his running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It is caught left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Right on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And his guys take a 4-point lead.
Our home team, 16.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Give now to the running back. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more, and that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's their ball to begin the 4th, and though they trail, this game's still within reach. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. They give it to him again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They go play action on 1st. Called in left side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down from the red zone. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They're throwing it. Chased out to his right, and the ground game works for the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Right on for the extra point. Extra points sent in through the rain. And these guys push their lead to 18.
34. Our home team, 16.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out runs their offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys get it back to within 2 possessions. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys make it an 11-point ball game. And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt fails. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. 1st and 10 from the 41. Hand off to the back. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Back to the well again. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He's dropping back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They'll try and punch it in. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Prater puts it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.